Hey everybody, it's Bernard with JTSWargaming. Thank you, Chris. I see you in the chat by yourself, might I add. So coming back off of a little bit of a hiatus, survived the flood, moved out to the Bay Area, and finally got everything kind of situated to where I can start filming again. Also got some new studio equipment over the holidays, so this is a little bit of a test. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, so I normally don't do video game content, you guys know, but it's sort of tangentially related, given that it's a Warhammer game. So I'm already part of the way through this campaign, so we're going to dive right in. I might do a mission or two, we'll see how I'm feeling. But let's just go ahead and get into this. So far I've been enjoying the game. It's pretty much a Warhammer skin of XCOM. So if you've ever played XCOM, it's largely the same thing. They've added some Warhammer flavor, obviously. It's Grey Knights versus Chaos. And then you have some cool things like this ship, starship map rather, where there's some interactive events that can end up affecting your combat ability before you go into missions, such as these little chaos ships. If you happen to cross paths with them, you end up going into this ship fighting minigame. Then you have these warp storms that can negatively impact your ship or possibly shunt you to the complete opposite side of the map. But yeah, I'll briefly go through sort of this tactical overview before we go ahead and decide on a mission. So we're here on the star map. Whenever you're parked at a system, especially one that has a mission available, you get this sort of detail HUD that kind of gives you some info about the mission, what your possible rewards can be, some extra, glorious deeds, they call them, sort of extra side quests that you can complete. If you actually do those, you get a pretty nice reward. The game is rather stingy with your rewards, so trying to do these is definitely worth it. But if you fail them, you take a resource penalty, which can really, really hurt. Next up, over in the Strategium, the important area here is your barracks. So this is where all of your Space Marine fighters that you can use are. They have classes, which are very lore accurate. So you've got apothecaries, cars, who are sort of your squad leaders. And then you have various types of troops. I lean pretty heavily on the interceptors and purgators, but you've also got specialists like librarians and so forth. Another cool thing with this is people can die permanently, but because you're, superhumans, it doesn't happen right away. So over here on the ship status, you can see your hull integrity, so you want to keep that as healthy as possible. If you drop down to 0, it's pretty much game over. Your ship speed, which is how fast you can move around the map. My gun batteries are actually offline, which only matters if you get into a ship-to-ship combat fight. I probably want to fix that though. Can I fix it? Yes, I have enough servitors. So your servitor count up here is essentially how many menials you have available, and you spend those menials and time to build certain things on your ship. So we're... oh wait, I'm in the middle of researching an Augurium. And that's the other thing you kind of have to manage here, is you can only research one thing at a time. And anytime you switch, you end up losing the resources that you spent. So I'm actually going to leave my gun batteries where they are, which might be dangerous. We'll see how that plays out. And then lastly, you've got this research menu where you research various abilities and sort of pain, I would imagine. And the difficulty definitely ramps up the further you go. But anyway, we're parked at a system where the danger level is extreme. We'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So this is actually one of the special missions where you have an Inquisitor join your retinue. And a lot of these missions, from what I've seen, you're really not trying to kill everything on the map. You're doing everything you can to possibly survive. So we're actually... You know what? I'm going to go for it. We're going to go all in. We're going to try the Valor's Deed. If I make it, I get +2 requisition, which lets you purchase special, people that you can add to your squad. You can also spend it on rewards after a mission. If I fail, though, they take one away. So hopefully we can do this. Alright, now we have to throw together a squad. So I always recommend bringing along an apothecary. Let's actually... Yeah, I've got 2 at level 5 that are already. We'll give Tregweir, probably mispronouncing that, we'll give him a go. Now, Justicars are typically pretty good. They're pretty beefy, pretty tanky. So I like having one of those on the squad. My Inquisitor is hurt from the last time I sent her on a mission, so I gotta kind of try and keep her protected. Interceptors are nice because they can kind of teleport around. They can also attack multiple people at once you've upgraded them. So I think I'm going to keep the Interceptor, and then let's check my Chaplain. So this one knows Refrain of Convergence, Invocation of Focus, and Litany of Faith. So Litany of Faith is really the big one. He makes all of your other knights really tanky by giving them extra armor. So we're going to keep him in the squad, and we're going to give this a shot. So now I will say I am a fan of the graphics and everything. Obviously, it's not, the latest technology ever. Honestly, you could probably run this off of an Xbox or a PS3 or whatever. But it looks good. They zoom in on the action, depending on what abilities you use. Some of the area elements are destructible.
The gates of
too.
Chaos open. The
So
future
it's a lot of
unravels. Humanity in ruins.
If you're a fan of XCOM,
you are an agent of the Ordo Malleus. Chaos cannot tempt you.
This is available on Steam.
It will not. I am the instrument of the Emperor's will.
It was actually
I will wreck the vile
just
edifice
on
with my
sale
bare
on the
hands if I
holidays,
must.
Actually. I don't know if it's still on sale. Alright, so typically what I like to do, Aegis Shield, armor up, and then we just need to truck it.
I love this.
Run everybody on the field.
It will be done. Here. Wards and height. Moving out.
And now, also, I'll kind of point out, so I just ran up with my Interceptor. Now, underneath his health bar, he's got those 2 little shield icons. That's how much armor that person has. So anybody in standard power armor, their armor is actually really weak. So he only gets 2 of the armor icons whenever he uses his baseline Aegis ability. Whereas the people in Terminator armor, they get 3 basic that replenishes on its own every turn. And then, like this guy, when I use Aegis, he gets an extra 4. So Terminator kind of get in, do some damage, and then pull away.
If you insist.
Alright, so move her up in the cover. And let's hope I don't get jumped, and I'm getting jumped. Alright, so pretty much whenever a warp gate opens, you've got one turn on you and quite quickly take you out, depending on what comes out of that rift. So with my Inquisitor, given that's where the people are coming from,
But it will have no hold over us today!
Extra armor. I'm actually kind of happy where he's at. Actually, we're going to move him into cover. We're going to aim this up. And so, most people have this Overwatch ability where you can kind of set a little zone where you essentially put them on standby, and then if an enemy goes into that zone, they'll automatically shoot them. So I'm happy with him being in the open, super tanky. He'll shoot whoever comes out. Now with my Apothecary, we need him healthy.
The Emperor protects.
Armor up, and then tuck him in the cover back here. And then last, we've got our Interceptor. He really doesn't need to be in line of sight to do his damage, so we'll just tuck him back here. And armor up. And the Inquisitor, she still has 1 AP. There's really nothing useful she can do right now. We'll go ahead and end the turn.
I sense the enemy approaches.
Alright, so we've got an enemy Terminator. Thankfully it's a melee variant, so we can shoot it from range. And then we've got an enemy Plague Marine. That might have a Melt-A-Gun, which is a little concerning. That makes it really good at burning through your armor. And of course, so with this ability, you teleport to a person, hit them, and then you can place yourself somewhere close by. Go ahead and behind. And let's see. Oh, this thing has over 25 health. That is just gross. Yeah, so let's go ahead, activate the Force Strike. That's going to give me some extra damage. Need to take this Terminator out ASAP.
You will heal.
Alright, so now my Inquisitor is free to act, and she's got some pretty nice abilities. Let's go ahead and dominate this Plague Marine in range. They are.
All demons shall wither beneath my gaze.
Great. I don't have to worry about him for 2 turns. So what just happened there? So the Interceptor has an ability where if an enemy that's close by to him gets shot, he'll join in and shoot that person too. So let's see, my Apothecary can kind of engage from relative safety. So even though I'm fighting the people that I need to fight, I also need to keep moving toward the objective. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy.
Taste my fury.
Force Strike's gonna leave him on 1. Are you serious?
Feel the pain of my sword. Taste my fury.
Now, I've never actually dominated somebody and they were the only enemy that was left on screen, so I don't know if that guy's still gonna attack. But they gave me the try and keep it pushing towards the objective.
At once.
Oh, you still got movement left.
Advancing. Haste.
I do typically find that it's good to keep people relatively close. Spreading out can be a little bit of a trap. There are, however, enemies that have area effect weapons, so you don't want to pack in too close. But you need to have your healing capable people. And that's not good. So these little Venus flytrap looking things will spit like gross artillery limb at you, which gives you negative status effects. So we really just need to get the heck out of Dodge. We don't want to be stuck over there. So let's go ahead and armor up. We're probably going to take some damage while we're running. But let's just get
At once.
Let's see, we got the chaplain.
Seeking the tainted. Chaos stirs within the shadows.
Okay, so we're close to the objective. We know there's some enemies in front of it.
Yes, Commander. As instructed.
Silver Knights.
Okay.
You will not stand against the Ordo Malleus.
I'm a little concerned.
Wards activated.
Now, this gauge, I'm a little concerned that I can't. That looks like a Plague Marine with a flamer. So probably don't want to be too close to that. So let's maybe not teleport.
I am with you.
That way that Plague Marine can't get too close.
The fire will
Armor up. So let's see what these guys are doing. Okay, so not the crazy buffs. Sometimes they can like enchant a weapon so that when they hit you, they then deal negative status effects. Oh, we still got plague. Alright. So that's going to be a damage over time effect. Not too concerning at the start, but it can add. Yeah, look at that. That took 8 armor and blinded me. Jesus.
Shall I have their will?
Oh, that is rough. And I'm weakened.
What wonderful echoes! Settle and listen!
And silence.
Silence!
Just keep them
Advance with fury!
Should be able to outrange the this turn. Oh god, they got a flamer coming up. Oh, one of those guys has a melted gun, that's not good. Yeah, this is a whole lot of bad choices. So if I try to rush the objective, I still have to get through these guys and protect the Inquisitor while she's doing what she needs to do. And then I've got some pretty heavy hitters coming up from the back. And this mission,
This better be
we'll
worth
start
it.
with the Inquisitor. We'll have her
Fall!
plasma crystal. Do we want to get some spells going? We might need to dominate somebody. She can banish a demon. Take her too much AP to get that out, so not this turn. Gonna go ahead and give her a plasma shot. Yeah, let's give it one more. Alright, so how do we want to kill this guy? Teleport strike. I can only get 2 of them on the chain. Let's go ahead and do that. Somebody else. Green. Let's go ahead and armor up.
The Aegis shield up.
And let's take our last attack. Go ahead. See with this guy. Doesn't quite have the range or the AP to get in there in melee. You can shoot him though. Alright, now what do we want to... I don't want to send them back because then they're just going to eat this artillery. They're silenced, they can't armor up, which hurts. And they gotta run through. Yeah, it's no real great choices. We'll go ahead and tuck here. Might prevent them from getting shot in the back. And you still can't get an attack again. Move here.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see if I can get a shot. Yeah, there we go. Finish him.
I am the Emperor's fury.
And he just got back up. That is the most demoralizing. Okay, they're bunching up. That's good. I can use that to my advantage. Got somebody on the squad with grenades.
Strong we shall stand.
Oh, blinded.
Feed me.
So this turn, I'm probably gonna have to waste healing people, which definitely hurts. I need to be able to hear that and get the Inquisitor in there ASAP.
Advance with impurity.
Okay, that flavor guy. That rear artillery.
Enemy reinforcements.
So we have to get people. This is looking bad. These rotations, this is rough. Okay. Who do we start with?
Unleash me.
I think we need to get some healing going, so let's servers call that guy.
My wrath is restored, brother.
Let's see, who else?
Your command.
No. You're silenced. I screwed up. I should have healed the apothecary.
I am here to serve.
Server's call. He's got a seed extractor. That's not gonna help.
Unleash me.
Okay, he's got a better dice roll. So we can heal the healer.
My wrath is restored, brothers. Come on.
Use the healer to heal the chaplain.
They're now good as new.
With this,
My wrath
everybody.
is restored, brother. Wards activated.
Let's see, you've got one action left. How far can you chuck it? Not quite far enough. Let's see what else you got. Bleed, that's not gonna help me. Shooting that plague marine is kind of not a lot of great options for him. So, how far can you go? We can get in the melee.
As you command.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, whenever you get a critical hit in melee, you get this little option menu where you can apply various effects. Disable melee weapon, I think right call there. That'll greatly weaken this demon. Or charge it. So that's pretty much going to turn him into a beast. Go ahead and mark this. Chaplain's turn. It's going to take 2 AP to get into close combat, which I'm not a fan of. I can start working on the zone. We got a plasma pistol, a melted gun, and a flamer up there. Not a lot of great options here. I think we take the shot.
For the Emperor! I must rearm.
Alright. Let's go ahead and move her up. Leave him in the back, but he should be able to survive it.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so I think it's go ham time.
The Emperor prepares.
I'm gonna try and clear out as much of this objective zone as possible. I'm low on willpower, so I can't use my teleport to strike, unfortunately. So he's gonna have to run up and get up close first. He's got 5 AP left, so let's go ahead and set him here.
Yes.
And let's go ahead and take this guy out.
My will is spent.
And then let's get to work on this demon.
Become.
Alright, so now we've got the Inquisitor. She's in a bad way. The best we can probably do for her is just get her a little bit closer to where she needs to be. Yeah, there's not really a great place for her to move up.
All right.
Just stick her right there.
What wonderful echoes! Firing! Ha ha! Our discord is snare! They won't know. Advance with impurity!
Yeah, look at that melting. Oh, God, that hurts. Oh.
Save
Stop wrecking my interceptors, please.
less than nothing.
Oh, there are so many enemies on screen right now. This is like anxiety producing.
Apothecary!
Ah, they killed him.
I shall
I was
not
hoping they'd leave him
fall.
alive.
An unending cacophony!
And they silenced the apothecary.
Advancing.
Okay, so the interceptor's out for 3 turns if I survive that long. It's not looking good.
So.
Yeah, so I haven't played in a couple of weeks, and now it's coming back to me why I was working on my Aquarium. Because of that being damaged, that means I can't do strategies. Some of those strategies are really, really helpful here. One of them, Gate of Infinity, teleport everybody to the objective zone, and they would have taken way, way less fire on the way in, which would have been super helpful. I don't think I've got anyone with a healing ability available, which hurts. But we do have grenades. Let's see, where's the best place to drop this? Kind of like over here, I can kind of create a little bit of a safe zone, maybe utilize some cover. So I think we're going to go on this side. I don't have high hopes for winning this mission.
We have arrived.
And so
The enemy is wounded.
Knock them closer to me, which means I can get more damage in. Sadly, the only thing we really have is the Sunday Apothecary and
Face me!
that he can't heal.
I strike true.
Alright, so the Inquisitor just out of range of that gun. I can keep her further away and use this one. Yeah, let's do that.
For the Ordo Malleus! It bleeds.
The armor break on there is nice.
Firing on
If it
target.
survives, it'll keep them from regenerating that armor. Hey, let down. How's it going?
Here.
Let's see. Not having any healing available hurts. Send the chaplain in.
The enemy weakens.
For the Emperor!
I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very surprised if my squad survives. just as
Attack! Ready. So.
Oh. I think I've got like 2 people alive.
Advancing. Puppetry. Still in the fight.
Yeah, so this sortie is definitely a wash. Yeah. I can maybe attack one thing, and then I'm gonna lose on the next round. So let's send her here.
I was already planning that.
And we will yell our fury at the foes of the Emperor.
My focus fails me.
What wonderful echoes! Ha ha! Our discordant knell!
Alert! The Inquisitor's life signs are critical.
Withdraw immediately. We cannot afford to lose her now.
Warning. Emergency teleportation has 37% risk of fatality for human
That was
subjects.
rough.
She's dead if she
And
stays
some
down
of
there.
these
Do it
missions
now.
in this game
Initiating
are,
protocol immediately.
You know, just like this. You're definitely not gonna go into every mission and win. Things may get easier, you know, as you recruit, you know, higher level Grey Knights, but yeah, it's not a guarantee. And like, this is normal difficulty, and they hand you missions like that. So let's see how bad this was. Alright, so, oh no. My chaplain is dead. Completely dead. He's been critically injured 3 times. Was actually one of the highest level characters that I had. Everybody else is still alive, but critically wounded for 10 days or so. So that's a little rough. So let's see, let's check the star map. Yeah, so we're trying to stop these plagues, and the Morbus Plague just went to level 3, which is not good. I don't know when this, you know, what happens. Why did I let him die? You know what, he died in service of the Emperor, and I feel like he's probably okay with that. If anything, he's probably angry that he didn't kill more people before he died. So yeah, I don't know what happens when Morbus goes to 5. We're gonna try to let that not happen. Let's see, are there any other mission zones that we can get to before their timers expire? It's not looking like it. So let's just move here. And also use my prognosticars, which lowers the difficulty of missions in certain systems, which is useful. Let's get these gun batteries back online. And let's go back to the star map. Now, without guns, I don't want to get in a fight with this ship right here, so we're going to strategically run away this way. Oh, so this is the augmentic thing I was talking about earlier. So even though this guy got critically wounded and he's, 3 steps away from dying forever, he's got augmentic muscle casings now, and that one, oh no, here we go, +1 crit damage from melee. So dying is not always bad until you die your last death. Alright, so now we're going to sit here and advance the clock, wait for some new missions to pop up. Honest might be fun. I kind of want to Exterminatus. That might be the next thing I buy, just to see what happens. If you know anything about Warhammer 40k, Exterminatus is essentially you nuke a planet from orbit. And nuke is probably a nicer word for what actually happens. First, you virus bomb the planet to break down all of the biological matter and create this sort of flammable gas in the atmosphere. And then you use, your gun batteries and missiles, and you just unload hell on the planet and set the whole world on fire. It's the ultimate, get out of jail card for the Imperium. So that might be fun. But we can't pay for it yet, so nothing I can do there. Somebody else is out of sick bay. Keep advancing the time.
Great tidings, Commander. Our brother has returned from his
task
to strike a blow
back.
against the...
That's cool.